Before this video starts, I just want to say I lost all the game audio for this recording, so some parts are like really awkward. Just a warning, and I'm sorry I can't do anything, and I don't really want to re-record this anyway. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this bee farm in Rust. I'm only making this video because this guy right here uploaded a video of him doing the same strategy that I do. And because he's doing that, that means Rust is going to patch it. This guy's getting this like patch in nerfed and stuff. And that's the only reason I'm releasing my version of this base. I've used this base way before he posted the video, and I've seen a lot of other players use this way before he posted the video, or use something similar, but the same strategy of doing this, because this doesn't actually count. It counts as not inside, but like, you know. I am playing Intoxicated US Sandbox Creative. This server doesn't have a proper resource need counter because it sucks, but I don't know a better server. So by the way, there's no script for this video, so yeah, I've never done one of these before, so sorry if it's like horrible. All right, so this is what you're gonna need for the base. These two were optional, and I'll get to that while I'm building the base. So you're gonna want to place 3x3 or 9 square foundations like this, and then place triangles on all the edges like this. So now it's gonna look something like this. You want to upgrade all the triangles, not the squares, all the triangles to stone or metal, whatever you want. Now we gotta choose our entrance. Our entrance can be any of these sides, but I'm gonna choose this side. So I'm just gonna place a single door here and a single door here, hard side facing that way. I'm gonna take another wall and hard side facing that way. Let's upgrade all these to stone. A roof on top. We're gonna take 2 doors. I'm not putting locks on them just for the sake of ease of this tutorial. We're just gonna face them like this. Then we're gonna come all the way around. I'm actually in the choice. We're gonna put windows on these sides. You don't have to if you don't have windows, but I like putting windows, and I'll probably be at tier 2 by then, or by May, because but if you're making this farm early, then I assume you won't have windows. You don't need to have windows for this farm to work. It's just that when someone sees a base with windows on it, they're like, oh, that's a farm base, that probably has like nothing in it, I'm not gonna read it. And that's the reason you put windows on it. Anyways, the windows are gonna be in the corner by those 2 triangles there. You can see the top view. But I'm gonna continue to fill this in and upgrade it. All right, now that we have it all upgraded, we're gonna come over here and see this triangle right here. We don't want to put our TC in the middle triangle. We want to do it in the triangle that's like a point over here. You can also do it in this one, but I just like this one. So you're gonna be placing a wall here. Now you can either do a wall frame or a window. I like doing a window because I just want to like say I never have to access my TC again once I put the materials, and that's kind of like my perspective on this. So I'm going to place a window and rotate it like that, so it's hard side outwards. I'll upgrade that later, but assuming you have this, you would get it down fast and upgrade it all. So we're just gonna place a window right here. We also have to put windows on all of these. All right, now that we have TC down, we can demolish all of these floors. We want this to be open space, and this is where our beehives are gonna go. But now you're gonna want to start sealing everything. I was gonna say walling it in, but like it's ceiling. So I don't really know what that's called, but I'm just gonna put ceilings on all these. If you have trouble upgrading some ceilings, you can like go outside, or you can ladder up if you have trouble. But for the sake of the tutorial, I'm just gonna fly up with no clip. All right, now once you're in your base, we're gonna go. What is here? We're gonna place a window, and we're gonna upgrade stone. We're gonna place a window here. This is gonna be our battery room. We're gonna have the window here because we want people to make sure they can see into the base. Like, you don't want to hide any boxes. If you're gonna put boxes in the space, then you might want to change out these to door frames and stuff like that. But I try to have no boxes in my farm bases with windows, so people don't have a reason to raid the farm base. You know what I mean? You can place boxes right here, which I will be getting to later. But yeah. And if you really want to, you can place a door frame here, because as long as you have this window here, you can place a door frame here. I usually just leave this empty and I go in and out. But if you want to, you can put a door frame right here. And there you go. Inside here, we're going to place our medium battery. There you go. It's a little finicky to get that in. Now we're going to take our electrical system. We're going to be placing it. I like rotating it so the connector is going up because the solar panels on the roof. And then we're going to place our electrical branch. And then I'm going to also rotate my blocker upside down just of preference. Now for the wiring, we're going to be setting our electrical branch to 1. We're going to take our branch out and bring it over to the pass-through on our blocker. Take the power out and bring it down to our battery. Now take the power in our blocker and bring that down to our blocker. You might want to do this a little bit more neater, but I don't really care right now. Now we're going to take the combined power out on our root combiner, put it in there. For our solar panels, we're going to go up onto our roof. You only really need 2 solar panels for this. Let's find the sun, and then we're going to place them opposite. This is how I do my solar panels. Some people do it differently. Since I have no clip, I'm just going to fly here. But in your base, you would have to go through, of course. Let's go up here. There you go. Now we're going to take an electric heater because at nighttime, it gets a little cold and your bees can get upset because it's cold. If you live in a cold area or a warm area, you'll have to do something else about that with heating and stuff. But I usually put my bees like by outpost to sell, and outpost usually isn't in the snow. We're gonna be placing this in like the middle here, like right in the middle, and go up and then go a little bit above the middle of this wall, like that. We're gonna come over here to the power out of our blocker, and we're gonna bring this all the way up here. I'm gonna do it along the ceiling. And there, power in. Now our heater will only turn on at night when the bees need it, so not waste power because we're only using 2 solar panels. I mean the electricity doesn't take that much, but it's just nice, and it's also a medium battery. About that optional storage I talked about earlier, we're gonna place this here. We're gonna place a half wall. There we go. Stone. We could place boxes. I usually place my boxes just like this. And then I would take another window. I wouldn't do this, but you could go like that, or you can really just not have a window there and just have them out like that. And then maybe if you want to center these a little bit better, or you can have like a window here and then a door frame here if you want like extra protection in case someone raids you. If you want to protect those boxes, but again, if you have boxes in your base, someone's gonna raid you. Like. Maybe if you have them like with a bee skin or something, people won't raid you. But I recommend taking the honeycomb out of the beehives and bringing it back to your main base and then extracting them there and then bringing them to the outpost. Alright, now for the bee placement. I recommend putting a, what's it called? A tier 1 workbench here temporarily. And then you can craft them as you go, and then just have one in the TC and just like craft them as you go. Because they take out a lot of inventory space. And this server, I could stack whatever I want, but normal Rust, you can't stack it. Let me just get this right. You can fit up to 49 beehives. If you have less than that, then you did something wrong. By the way, it should be 7 per row, so let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It should be 7 per row horizontally. And now for the vertical row, I personally like to line these little lines at the front up with those and then come back like this. It helps me place them. For this last one here, we're just gonna come over here, line it up, and then sideways. We're gonna be rotating it only once. And then this one is gonna I kind of like line it up with the pipes at the edges of it. And then I go like this. There we go. That one was a little bit hard to place. You get to the ones at the end, they're pretty hard to place. Also, you don't want to place beehives like here and forget about this row, because then it's really hard to place them in the middle. Anyways, on this row we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's a 7x7. It's 49. This is a 9x9 of square foundations. I think I'm good. If you have trouble placing them like this, you just go back a little bit and then go wall. They don't have to be perfectly even. They just have to be generally like aligned with each other. Because if you go too far off, then you won't be able to place one of them. As long as you can place them, then it could be like slightly off by a couple pixels. See, I'm having trouble with these last ones. Also, I should mention that you can pick these up with a hammer and they won't lose any durability, as you see. So you're free to just like mess up and try again. Alright, I have tried everything and I cannot place this last beehive. I've done it before, but it's a little bit buggy. I mean, this says inside. No, we're literally inside. That's why this is like working. It's like a bug or something. That's why it's gonna get patched. That's why you gotta do this quick. Yeah, but bees are very buggy. Me and my friends went on a server and built a bee farm, a one-time server. It was a 3-day wipe, because the server was like full wiping and it had some weird schedule thing. We thought we'd just like test out a bee farm. We let it go overnight and everyone had like 100 in them, and then we just like won the game. Like we had so much honey that we went to outpost and it was so slow because the cooldowns that we just left the server because we knew we won. It was like infinite scrap. And here's a quick tip for you guys: when you extract this stuff, once you have enough bee nucleuses to make all these things, you can actually put these in a furnace and get just jars of honey and void these completely. You can also extract the honeycomb directly from the beehive, and doing this doesn't damage you, because normally if there's bees in here and you pull it out, you'll get hurt. But if you extract it while it's in here, then it doesn't damage you. Make sure to remove your what's called workbench, and then there you go. That's it. That's the bee base. Here's one last fly around just to show. I mean, like, if you saw this, would you rate it? Like, where's the chest? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I'd rate this. Oh, and this is just to show that the heaters work. If I go down here, we can see that the solar panels are no longer getting power. It's nighttime, but it's not really nighttime. And the heater turns on at night. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to build this base and make extensions of it, like modify it, and you can take credit, whatever. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. See ya.